So hello dear student, welcome to new session of current electricity. It's our 8th lecture. In last lecture we'll start discussing about battery, and I already tell you that in physics battery is of, dear student, two types. Battery is basically of two types. One is ideal battery, and second is practical batteries. So dear student, batteries is of two types in physics. One is our ideal battery and second is our practical battery. So basic difference of ideal battery and practical battery is the battery which is made in circuit is called ideal battery, and in ideal battery we are discussing here ideal battery and practical battery, which is basically part of batteries. So ideal battery are those battery in which only terminals are present, and we know that for any battery two terminals are there. One is of higher potential and another is of lower potential, and second is here our practical battery. So if I am talking about ideal battery, then in ideal battery, dear student, only terminals are present. This positive and negative terminal combined is called terminals, in which positive terminal represent higher potential and negative terminal represents lower potential. This is what actually ideal battery is. So we'll write here that in ideal battery only terminals is present. Only terminals is present in which positive terminal represents is of higher potential and negative terminal represents is of lower potential. If I am talking about practical battery, dear student, so in practical battery, basically the battery which is used in electrical devices is basically practical battery. So in practical battery, if I am talking about practical battery, in practical battery along with terminals internal resistance is present, dear student. Remember this thing. If I am talking about practical battery, then in practical battery two things are present. One is terminal and another is internal resistance. So this is basically the battery which will be used in electrical device. This is the battery which is used only in circuit. So this is considered to be ideal battery and this is considered to be practical battery. Now see, this terminal, this positive and negative combination is called terminals, and this is called internal resistance. This resistance is called internal resistance, which is present in this battery. Now the question is how internal resistance is created. So my dear student, basically what happened, as we know in chemistry you will already studied about this thing, that in any battery two things are there. One is your electrolyte and other is electrode. So when battery is in use, there is a reaction takes place between electrode and electrolyte. So when the battery is in use, there is a reaction takes place between electrode and electrolyte. Due to this reaction taking place between electrode and electrolyte, internal resistance is created. So remember my dear student, batteries is basically of two types in physics. One is considered to be ideal battery, in which only terminals are present, and we know that positive terminal represent is of higher potential and negative terminal represents lower potential. If I am talking about practical battery, then in practical battery along with terminals one more thing is there, that is called internal resistance. And the question is how internal resistance is created in practical battery. Write down in form of question, write down how internal resistance is created, how internal resistance is created in practical battery, how internal resistance is created in practical battery. So the answer is, when the practical battery is in use, write down, when the practical battery is in use, then reaction taking place, then reaction takes place, then reaction takes place between electrode and electrolyte. Reaction takes place between electrode and electrolyte. Due to this reaction, internal resistance is created. Due to this reaction, internal resistance is created. Due to this reaction, internal resistance is created in practical battery. So let's conclude this thing, my dear student. Battery is of two types. One is ideal battery and another is practical battery. Ideal battery is those battery which will made in circuit, and practical batteries are those battery which is practically used in electrical devices. In ideal battery, only terminals are there, in which one is positive terminal and other is negative terminal. Positive terminal represents higher potential and negative terminal represents lower potential. Now if I am talking about practical battery, so in practical battery two things are there. One is internal resistance and other thing is terminal. So internal resistance is created basically when the battery is in use, then the reaction takes place between electrode and electrolyte. So when reaction takes place between electrode and electrolyte, then the internal resistance is created. Now see, my dear student, as we all know, charge is always conserved in nature. I am repeating once again, charge is always conserved in nature. It implies that if I am talking about the definition of current, then it is rate of flow of charge with respect to time. The amount of current which is going from positive terminal of battery is always equals to the amount of current which is going inside from the negative terminal of the battery, which means the amount of current which is drawn is equal to the amount of current which is going towards battery. So why battery is basically discharge. So remember, my dear student, when we are using the battery, the internal resistance of battery is increasing. If resistance increase, then we know that current decrease. That's why after some time the battery starts discharging, means the amount of current which is given by the battery is continuously decreasing on the basis of time. So write down in form of note, write down note, when the battery is in use, the internal resistance of battery starts increasing. When the battery is in use, the internal resistance of battery starts increasing. The internal resistance of battery starts increasing. The internal resistance of battery starts increasing. By the result, current starts decreasing. By the result, current starts decreasing. By the result, current starts decreasing. And if we charge the battery, internal resistance is decreasing. And if we charge the battery, internal resistance decreasing, and again current increasing, and again current increasing. So dear student, now our discussion topic is practical battery. So practical battery means the battery which will be used by us for any electrical circuit. So this is practical battery, and we know now the structure of practical battery is, remember, in practical battery two things are present. One is terminal and another is internal resistance. So this is what practical battery is. This is nothing but internal resistance. And one more thing, remember my dear student, the value of internal resistance is very small, not much more value is there for internal resistance. Similarly, these two terminals is called positive and negative combination is called terminals. So remember, if I am talking about practical battery, then two different things are present. One is terminal, in which two terminals are there, positive and negative. Positive represents higher potential and negative represents lower potential. Along with terminal, internal resistance is also there in case of practical battery. How internal resistance is created? Internal resistance is created due to reaction between electrode and electrolyte when the battery is in use. Now see dear student, in our syllabus, if I am talking about practical battery, then two things are there. That is potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery, and second, potential difference across the practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. So now we'll discuss about potential difference across the practical battery in two different stages, or we can say in two different conditions. So write down potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery. We'll discuss now potential difference across the practical battery, because ideal battery there is nothing there to discuss about practical battery. So now we are discussing, ideal battery. Now we are discussing practical battery. So write down potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery. I am writing the heading. It is potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery. So my dear student, potential difference across the practical battery can be calculated in two different methods, or we can say under two different conditions. So write down potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery is calculated under two different conditions. Potential difference across the practical battery is calculated under two different conditions. First condition is potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the practical battery. When no current is drawn from the practical battery. So one situation is potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. First situation is this, and second situation is potential difference across the practical battery. Potential difference across the practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. When current is drawn from the battery. So my dear student, I am repeating once again, our topic is a practical battery, and in practical battery we are discussing potential difference across the practical battery. Now, potential difference across the practical battery is calculated under two different situations, or we can say under two different conditions. First is potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the practical battery. That means no current is drawn from the practical battery. And second, potential difference across the practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. So see, my dear student, if no current is drawn from the battery, it means battery is not connected with any external circuit, because if any battery is connected with any external circuit, then circuit starts drawing the current. And if I am saying I am calculating the potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery, it implies this potential difference is under that situation in which practical battery is not connected with any external circuit. So I am writing here, this means potential difference across the practical battery, potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery, when no current is drawn from the battery. This is that situation in which current is not drawing from the battery. And if I am talking about second type of potential difference calculation, it is potential difference across the practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. So if current is drawn from the battery means the practical battery is connected with external circuit, my dear student, because if battery is connected with any external circuit, then circuit starts drawing the current from the battery. So in this situation we are discussing potential difference across the practical battery, potential difference across the practical battery, potential difference across the practical battery when the battery is connected, when the battery is connected with external circuit. So dear student, remember, I am repeating again and again because this topic is very important. See, there are two types of battery. One is practical battery and second is ideal battery. If I am talking about practical battery, then two things are there in practical battery. One is terminal and second is internal resistance. Potential difference across the practical battery is calculated under two different situations. First, when the battery is not connected with any external circuit. Second, when the battery is connected with external circuit. So if battery is not connecting with any external circuit, it means no current is drawn from the battery. And if the battery is connected with any external circuit, it implies current is drawn from the battery. So let's discuss both the cases separate. First, we'll discuss potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. It means battery is not connected with any external circuit. So write down potential difference case first. Potential difference across the practical battery, potential difference across the practical battery, potential difference across the practical battery when it is not connected. Potential difference across the practical battery, potential difference, we are discussing case first, potential difference across the practical battery, potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn, when no current is drawn from the battery. Case first, potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. When no current is drawn from the battery. So if no current is drawn from the battery, it means the battery is not connected with external circuit. I'll write in form of note. If current is not drawn from battery, if current is not drawn from the battery, it means no external circuit is connected with battery. It means no external circuit is connected with the battery. No external circuit is connected with the battery. So check it out, dear student. This is our practical battery, and now we know if I am talking about practical battery, then two things are there. One is terminal and second is internal resistance. So we have a practical battery whose terminal potential is V and internal resistance is R. This practical battery is not connected with any external circuit, and if the battery is not connected with any external circuit, it means no current is drawn from the battery. Now see, in this situation we are calculating the potential difference across this battery. So see, my dear student, let's suppose the potential of point A is VA and potential of point B is VB. So basically in this situation, I am finding potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery, means battery is not connected with any external circuit. So let's suppose I am moving from point A to point B. See, my dear student, here I am applying Kirchhoff's loop, you can say Kirchhoff's open loop law. So by Kirchhoff's open loop law. So Kirchhoff's open loop law is nothing but similar to second law, but in this Kirchhoff's open loop law we cannot calculate the potential difference of every circuit element and put it equals to 0. No, here we can put calculation of potential difference is equals to potential of last terminal. Just check it out what I am saying. Let's suppose I am moving from point A, and see, the potential of point A is VA, so I'll write VA. Moving forward, I'll counter with a battery. There is positive terminal, and we know that positive terminal means higher potential and negative terminal means lower potential. So I'm moving from point A towards point B. In my path, positive terminal comes. I'm moving from positive terminal to negative terminal. So I'm moving from higher potential to lower potential. So if I'm moving from higher potential to lower potential, it means my potential is decreasing. In that case, I'll write minus V. Now moving forward, my dear student, I'll counter with resistor. In resistor, no current is there. So if no current is there, then we know that potential across resistor is V is equals to IR. If I is 0, then potential across resistor is also 0. Why 0? Because this battery is not connected with any external circuit. So there is no any movement of current present here. Next, will reaches at point B. So put it equal to VB. This is what actually Kirchhoff's open loop law is. It is similar to Kirchhoff's second law. In second law, the definition is the algebraic sum of potential difference across every circuit element in a closed circuit must be equal to 0. Instead of 0, in open loop law, we have to write the potential of last terminal. So what it comes, my dear student, it is VA minus VB becomes equals to V. Now see, this is the potential of A point and this is the potential of B point, that is potential across the battery, because this battery carried two different ends. One is A, second is B, and the potential of point A is VA, potential of point B is VB. So if there is a equation called VA minus VB is, it means potential difference across the end of practical battery. Potential difference across the end of practical battery. Now see, potential difference across the end of practical battery becomes equals to V, and V is nothing but potential of terminal. So this V is nothing but potential of terminal. This V is nothing but potential of terminal. So if no current is drawn from the battery, then potential difference across the practical battery is equal to potential of the terminal of battery. So this is nothing but potential of terminal of battery. Now see my dear student, this is basically the way of finding potential difference across the practical battery when battery is not connected with any external circuit. And if battery is not connected with any external circuit, it means no current is drawn from the battery. So potential across the terminal of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery becomes equals to potential of terminal of battery. This potential, dear student, this potential, that is potential across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery, this potential is said to be EMF, means electromotive force. So see, this is basically EMF. EMF means electromotive force. So by name, this sounds as force, but no, my dear student, EMF is not a force. EMF is a potential difference across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. That is, the battery is not connected with any external circuit. So remember, practical battery, potential difference across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery becomes equals to, dear student, potential of the terminal. And this condition, in under this situation, the potential difference of practical battery is said to be EMF, that is electromotive force, and the value of EMF becomes equals to potential of terminal of battery. So write down definition of EMF. So remember, EMF sounds as force, but this is not a force. This is a potential difference across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. So write down definition of EMF. Write down the definition of EMF. So EMF is potential difference across the end of practical battery. Potential difference across the end of practical battery. Potential difference across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. When no current is drawn from the battery. So I am writing the definition of EMF. Write down EMF. EMF means electromotive force. So dear student, this is not a force. This is basically potential difference across the end of practical battery. I am writing here potential difference across the end of practical battery. Potential difference across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. When no current is drawn from the battery. And remember, EMF is represented by E and it is equals to potential of the terminal of battery. Remember, EMF is nothing but potential of the terminal of battery. And what is the meaning of EMF? EMF means potential difference across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. And my dear student, the value of EMF is equals to potential of the terminal of battery. So let's suppose we have a battery whose terminal potential is, let's suppose, 2 volt and its internal resistances are. Now see, this battery is not connected with any external circuit. So potential across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery is called EMF. That is, VA minus VB is nothing but EMF, and this EMF must be equal to potential of the terminal of battery. So what is the value of potential of terminal? It is 2 volts. So simple, EMF is equals to 2 volt. So now, from now, the V is represented by E when we are talking about battery, because V is potential of the terminal, and we know that potential of the terminal is equals to, dear student, EMF. So instead of B, now I'll write E. So just try to understand, dear student, we are talking about practical battery. In practical battery, we are discussing potential difference across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. That potential difference is equals to EMF. EMF is not a force, it is a potential difference when no current is drawn from the battery. And remember, EMF of the battery is always equals to potential of the terminal of battery. So remember, EMF and terminal potential is equal. Now we are discussing case second, in which we have to connect the battery with any external circuit, that is, current is drawn from the battery. So write down case 2, potential difference. Write down case 2, potential difference. I hope you all understand this thing, practical battery and ideal battery. And EMF, what actually EMF is? EMF is nothing but potential across the practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. Means battery is not connected with any external circuit. Now we'll connect the battery with external circuit and then calculate the potential difference across the practical battery. Let's say, so write down heading, potential difference across the end of practical battery. Potential difference across the end of practical battery. Potential difference across the ends of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. Potential difference across the ends of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. When current is drawn from the battery means practical battery is connected with external circuit, because without external circuit, my dear student, current cannot capable to come out. So in this situation, dear student, two different cases are there. First case, in which we will discuss if current is drawn from positive terminal of battery, and second case we will discuss if current is drawn from negative terminal of battery. So my dear student, if you will if current is drawn from negative terminal of battery is quite surprising, because we know that current always drawn from higher potential to lower potential, that is from positive to negative, but we will discuss how there is possibility to current comes out from negative terminal of battery. So basically, potential difference across the ends of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery is classified under two different circumstances. First, if current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. So now we'll discuss, in this situation we'll discuss case A. If current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. If current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. So see my dear student, let's suppose we have a practical battery and now the battery is connected with external circuit, hence current is drawn from the battery. So let's suppose this is our external circuit in which resistance is there. Resistance means any electrical device. Let's suppose what we consider in form of external circuit carry resistance R. So this is our practical battery. This terminal is said to be positive, this is negative, and this is our internal resistance, my dear student. Now this battery is connected with external circuit, first thing. Second thing, we'll already discuss that terminal of the battery is always equals to EMF. So now, from now I'll write E in place of V. Don't confuse, dear student. As we know, EMF is presented by E and EMF of the battery is always equals to potential of the terminal. So if potential of the terminal is V, then EMF is also V. So now instead of V, I'll write E because the potential of the terminal is always equals to EMF of the battery. So check it out, dear student. I'm discussing potential difference across the ends of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. In this situation, we'll discuss if current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. So my dear student, this external resistor draw I current from the battery and current is drawing from positive terminal to negative terminal of the battery. Now see, current comes out from positive terminal is always equals to current goes inside the negative terminal because charge is always conserved and we know that current is nothing but rate of flow of charge with respect to time. So my dear student, from with this diagram, if you are seeing, then current comes out from positive terminal and going towards negative terminal. In this situation, we are calculating potential difference across the practical battery. So this is our A point, this is our B point. Let's suppose potential of A is VA and potential of B is VB. We are discussing potential difference across the end of practical battery when current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. After this situation, we will discuss when current is drawn from negative terminal of battery. I'll show you how current will be comes out from negative terminal of battery. Before that, let's discuss this situation. So we are now apply Kirchhoff's open loop law. Instead of moving in whole circuit, don't waste your time because we don't want to find the potential across this resistor. We only want to define the potential across the battery. That's why I am moving only through battery. So from here I am moving, this potential is VA, so I'll write VA. Now moving forward, I am encountered with battery. Positive to negative means higher potential to lower potential, and if we are moving from higher potential to lower potential, we can write it as minus E. Now again moving forward, I'll counter with resistor. My direction and current direction is opposite to each other. So if current and my direction are opposite, then I'll write plus IR. Moving forward will reach at B, so is equals to VB. So VA minus VB becomes equals to E minus IR. E minus IR. Now see my dear student, this E is nothing but EMF of the battery. EMF means potential across the battery when no current is drawn from the battery, and EMF is always equals to potential of the terminal of battery. So my dear student, this is the relation VA minus VB is equals to E minus IR. This VA minus VB is nothing but potential difference across the end of battery when current is drawn from the battery. Potential difference across the end of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. So dear student, this type of potential difference is called terminal voltage. This type of potential difference is called terminal voltage. Terminal voltage, and this voltage is represented by TV. So see my dear student, what it comes? Terminal voltage is equals to EMF minus IR. Terminal voltage is equals to EMF minus IR. Terminal voltage means potential difference across the end of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. Similar to EMF, if I am defining the EMF, it is potential difference across the end of practical battery when no current is drawn from the battery. But if I am talking about current is drawing from the battery, in that situation potential difference across the practical battery is called terminal voltage. So write down the definition of terminal voltage. Terminal voltage. So what is the meaning of terminal voltage? It is potential difference across the end of practical battery. Potential difference across the end of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. When current is drawn from the battery. So see my dear student, when the current is drawn from positive terminal of the battery and going towards negative terminal, then the potential difference across the end of practical battery is called terminal voltage, and terminal voltage becomes equals to EMF minus IR. Now I'll compare terminal voltage and EMF. See, EMF itself is E, which is equals to potential of the terminal of battery, and terminal voltage comes when we'll subtract IR from EMF, which is E. So remember, in this situation terminal voltage is less than EMF, and remember EMF is basically potential of the terminal of battery. Potential of the terminal of battery. So in this situation, my dear student, you are seeing terminal voltage is less than EMF. So see, if current is drawn from positive terminal of battery, this heading, along with this heading, write one more heading. This condition is called discharging of battery. Discharging of battery. So this is nothing but condition of, my dear student, discharging of battery. So remember, what is the condition of discharging of battery? It is if the terminal voltage of battery is less than EMF, and we know that EMF is nothing but potential of the terminal of battery. So if terminal voltage of battery is less than EMF, then we can say the battery is in discharging condition. First thing. Second thing about discharging is if current is drawn from positive terminal of battery, then also we can say battery is discharging. So write down, dear student, condition of discharging of battery. Condition of discharging of battery. So discharging concept is defined under two different situations. First, write down first, if terminal voltage of battery, and we know that now terminal voltage is nothing but potential difference across the end of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. So write down, if terminal voltage is less than EMF, if terminal voltage is less than EMF of the battery, if terminal voltage is less than EMF of the battery, then the battery is considered to be discharging. Then the battery is considered to be discharging. Then the battery is considered to be discharging. And second point, write down, under discharging situation of battery, current is drawn from positive terminal of the battery. Current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. Current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. Current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. So this is what case first is, when current is drawn from positive terminal of battery. Then potential difference across the battery is called terminal voltage. In that situation, my dear student, battery is discharging, and remember, if battery is discharging, then EMF of the battery is greater than terminal voltage. Write down case 2. If current is drawn from negative terminal of battery. So in case 2 we are discussing now case B, and case B is if current is drawn from negative terminal of the battery. If current is drawn from negative terminal of battery. So see, my dear student, this is basically a new thing, because we all know current always flow from higher potential to lower potential. Here I am saying current is flowing from lower potential to higher potential, because negative terminal carry lower potential and positive terminals carry higher potential. So see how this is possible. I am showing you. See, let's suppose we have two batteries like this. We have two batteries. I am connecting both the batteries together. So this is our first battery, and we have two batteries. Check it out, dear student. This is battery A and this is battery B. Let's suppose this battery carry potential 2E and internal resistance 2R. Similarly, this battery carry potential E and internal resistance R. Now see, try to understand, my dear student, very important and quite tricky concept. So here we have two batteries, A and B. The potential of battery A is 2E and internal resistance is 2R. Similarly, if I am talking about battery B, then its potential is E and internal resistance is R. Now see, my dear student, it is but obvious, if I'll compare both the batteries, then battery A carry higher potential and battery B carry lower potential. See, my dear student, if two batteries are connecting with each other, write down in form of note, write down note. If two batteries are connecting with each other, if two batteries are connecting with each other, if two batteries are connecting with each other, then the internal resistance of batteries, will act as an external circuit. So my dear student, remember, this is very important concept. If two batteries are connected with each other, then we know now in practical battery two things are there. One is terminal and second is internal resistance. So see, my dear student, if two batteries are connecting with each other, then the internal resistance of battery will act as an external circuit. So see, dear student, this internal resistance will act as external circuit for this battery. Now see, as we all know, current always flow from higher potential to lower potential. Here the higher potential carry battery A and lower potential carry battery B. So it is but obvious, current starts flowing like this. So I am flowing the current let's suppose I current is flowing, and remember this resistor will act as external circuit for this battery, because any battery carry two things, one is terminal and second is internal resistance. So battery B internal resistance acts as external circuit for battery A. So A current is flowing, as we know the rule of flowing of current, it is always from higher potential to lower potential. It is always from higher potential to lower potential. So current start flowing like this, and we know that the amount of current which comes from the battery is always equals to the amount of current which goes towards battery. Now see, let's see the battery first, that is battery A, my dear student. Here the current comes from positive terminal of battery and going towards negative terminal of battery. So this case will be discussed by us in in this lecture as well, my dear student. First part we'll discuss already if current is flowing from positive terminal of battery. In that situation, the potential difference is called terminal voltage, and terminal voltage is equals to EMF minus IR. This thing we know, if current comes out from positive terminal of battery and going towards negative terminal of battery, then we know potential difference across the practical battery is terminal voltage, and terminal voltage is EMF minus IR, and we know that EMF is nothing but potential of the battery, potential of the terminal of battery. So it is 2E minus 2IR. This is the value of terminal voltage which we discussed already, because in this situation as well, my dear student, battery is discharging because current comes out from positive terminal and going towards negative terminal. But see battery B, this is new for us. This is the case what we want to discuss is, because if you are seeing here, let's suppose this is point A and this is point B, potential of B is VB and potential of A is VA. Now see my dear student, in this situation current is going towards positive terminal and comes out from negative terminal. This is the case what we want to discuss, and how this is the situation how current is capable to flow from negative to positive, my dear student. So see here, in this situation current is going towards positive terminal and comes out from negative terminal. So we want to discuss the potential across the battery in this situation, my dear student, what our heading is. So we are now again applying Kirchhoff's open loop law. So by Kirchhoff's open loop law for B battery, so I'm moving like this. So I'm starting from here. So its potential is VA. Now I'll counter with battery positive terminal and moving towards negative terminal. So higher potential to lower potential. If I'm moving from higher potential to lower potential, it means my potential is decreasing. So I'll write minus E. Now see, I'll counter with resistor. My direction and direction of current is same. So I'll write minus IR and reaches at point B, so it is equals to VB. So VA minus VB is equals to E plus IR, and we know that potential across the end of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery is called terminal voltage. So here terminal voltage is equals to EMF plus IR. Now compare terminal voltage with EMF. So in this situation we'll get terminal voltage when IR is adding on EMF. So it is but obvious that in this situation terminal voltage is greater than EMF. And remember my dear student, this kind of condition is called charging of battery. Charging of battery. So this is what actually charging of battery is. So please write down. I hope you all understand both the concept of terminal voltage. What is terminal voltage? Terminal voltage is nothing but potential difference across the end of practical battery when current is drawn from the battery. Current can be drawn from the battery under two different situations. from positive to negative, from negative to positive. So if current is drawn from positive to negative, then terminal voltage is less than EMF. In that situation, we are saying that battery is discharging. And if current is drawing from negative terminal to positive terminal, again this potential is also called terminal voltage. In this situation, terminal voltage becomes equals to EMF plus IR. So in this situation, EMF is less than terminal voltage. So if EMF is less than terminal voltage, my dear student, then remember it is considered to be charging of battery. And if EMF is greater than terminal voltage, then it is considered to be discharging of battery. And remember, if two batteries are connected with each other, then the internal resistance of battery acts like a external circuit. That's why in this situation current is forming, or we can say current is drawing. Basically this I current is drawn by this resistor, internal resistor of resistance R. So I hope you all understand what actually practical battery is and how we can calculate potential difference across the end of practical battery. That is EMF and terminal voltage when current is drawn from the battery and when current is not drawn from the battery. So my dear student, for today's lecture, that's it. In next lecture, we'll discuss next topic. It is combination of battery, similar to combination of resistor. So thank you so much, my dear student. Please make proper notes. If anything can't be understood through video lecture, pause the video, go back and then again play, so that everything is crystal cleared by you. So thank you so much, my dear student. Stay safe, stay at home, take care.